In the dim corridors of our minds, where light barely flickers, lies the wisdom of the ancients. Stoicism, philosophy that has endured the ravages of time, teaches us that our highest virtue is to live in accordance with nature, to cultivate an inner fortitude, and to transcend the tempest of our emotion. As we navigate our relationships with women, let us draw upon the timeless lessons of Stoic sages to guide us. 1. Do not seek validation. Man is disturbed not by things, but by the views he takes of them. Epictetus. The Stoic man does not look to women for validation. Our worth is not dictated by external approval, but by our inner virtue. When we seek validation from others, we become slaves to their opinions, losing the essence of our being. Instead, let us stand firm in our self-worth, finding peace within our own reasoned choices. Number 2. Do not let desire control you. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor. Seneca. Desire, unchecked, is a fire that consumes the soul. In our interactions with women, we must guard against the ensnaring chains of lust and longing. Desire leads us away from reason, making us act against our true nature. Stoic man practices temperance, ensuring that his actions are guided by rational thought, not base desires. Number 3. Do not fear rejection. If you are pained by external things, it is not they that disturb you, but your own judgment of them. And it is in your power to wipe out that judgment now. Marcus Aurelius. Rejection is a part of life, an external event that holds no power over our inner peace, unless we allow it. A Stoic man understands that rejection does not diminish his worth. He accepts it with equanimity, viewing it as a natural part of the human experience, an opportunity to grow in resilience and wisdom. 4. Do not manipulate. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Marcus Aurelius. Manipulation is an act of deceit, a departure from the path of virtue. In our dealings with women, let us be guided by honesty and integrity. To manipulate is to dishonor both ourselves and others. The Stoic way is to foster genuine connections, rooted in mutual respect and authenticity. 5. Do not lose yourself in another. No man is free who is not master of himself. Epictetus. In love and relationships, there is a danger of losing oneself in another person. A Stoic man maintains his sense of self, ensuring that his identity is not overshadowed by the presence of another. True companionship is built on the foundation of two whole individuals, not on the merging of incomplete parts. 7. Do not forsake your principles. The greater the difficulty, the more glory in surmounting it. Skillful pilots gain their reputation from storms and tempests. Epictetus. In the pursuit of affection, there's a temptation to compromise our principles. However, a Stoic man stands unwavering in his values, regardless of external pressures. Our principles are the bedrock of our character, and to forsake them is to lose ourselves. Let us face challenges with steadfastness, earning respect through our unwavering commitment to virtue. 8. Do not neglect self-improvement. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Seneca. A Stoic man is ever committed to the path of self-improvement. Relationships should not be an excuse to stagnate, but a catalyst for growth. We must continuously strive to better ourselves, to refine our character, and to cultivate our virtues. In doing so, we not only enhance our own lives, but also enrich the lives of those around us. 9. Do not ignore your emotions, but master them. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius. Stoicism does not advocate for the suppression of emotions, but for their mastery. We must acknowledge our emotions, understand their origins, and rise above them. In our interactions with women, let us not be swayed by irrational emotions, but guided by reason. Through self-control, we achieve true freedom and inner peace. 10. Do not compare yourself to others. He who envies others does not obtain peace of mind. Seneca. Comparison is the thief of joy and a source of unnecessary suffering. A Stoic man refrains from measuring himself against others, recognizing that each individual walks their own path. Instead of comparing, we focus on our own progress and personal growth. By cultivating contentment within, we avoid the destructive emotions of envy and jealousy. 11. Do not be overly attached to outcomes. To live a good life, we have the potential for it. If we learn to be indifferent to what makes no difference. Marcus Aurelius. Attachment to specific outcomes leads to anxiety and disappointment. A Stoic man understands that while we can control our actions, the results are often beyond our grasp. By accepting whatever comes with tranquility, we maintain our inner peace. Our focus should be on doing our best and leaving the rest to the unfolding of events beyond our control. In conclusion, the Stoic path is not an easy one. It demands that we cultivate self-control, practice fortitude, and rise above the fleeting passions that cloud our judgment. As we engage with the women in our lives, let us embody these principles, striving for a higher state of being. In doing so, we not only honor ourselves but also those we hold dear, creating relationships that are built on the firm foundation of virtue and wisdom.